I'm just gonna go over.
You have to find your first custom key to a key, and that's jump for advanced movement. I assign it to space.
Cut comms so we can start.
Yeah.
Alright, so really quick, a few things we're just gonna go over. So, generally we're gonna be flying a Blackhawk. Y'all are familiar with the Blackhawk by now. It's got 2 guns. It's got like, let's see, 8 seats, 12 seats? 12 plus 16 people it can fit total. The big thing with helicopters before you even do it, just try to stay away from the rotors and try to stay away from the rear rotor for the obvious reasons you can imagine. That goes for any helicopter. I've seen people kind of get blundered before, and sometimes they don't. It's better just not to.
Oh boy.
But yeah, other than that, that's pretty much the only other thing just to be careful of. You guys want to follow me over to the cockpit? So one of the other things with the Blackhawks, in particular, you need to actually board on the right side for the pilot, and left side is the co-pilot. So that's really all there is for that. So if you guys want to hop in for now, and I'll fly you guys over to the other spot.
What's British controls?
Trail, you're gonna ride co-pilot with me.
If
If you're not co-pilot at the moment, it's fine.
Oh, well, okay.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
I'm confused. You're good. Alright, is everyone in?
Maybe.
Yeah. Alright. So, to start, the way you're going to start taking off is you're going to hit shift by default. If you're not familiar with it, hit X to activate auto hover. That'll just kind of give you some stabilization before you take off. Your lean buttons are going to be how you rotate. And then Z is going to be how you reduce power. So, Blackhawk, it'll wait till you hear the engine hitting a certain pitch. Then, once you know it,
Like that pitch?
pretty much, yeah. Once it's like a higher pitch, you can start taking off. Demon also speaks the truth. Double tap Alt when you're flying helps, but not really when you're in first person as much. And so, just kind of take it, if you're going through small or cluttered space, just take it slow, make small adjustments. The thing is you make small adjustments.
Don't whip it around like Ryan was earlier.
Exactly, you don't whip it back and forth, you don't nay it.
Bro. You're gonna shout me out like that.
Right. Viper, if you want to take someone and grab a helicopter, and then the other 2 take another helicopter, and the last 2 take the last helicopter. And when you guys are done doing that, just call it up on comms for each team.
Let's see. There's 5.
I kind of know how to.
I don't know how to fly, but I'll take it.
I don't know shit.
Thalen, you can ride.
Viper, can you give me on short range?
Alright with you. Let's do it. Alright, I'm just going
Yeah,
to
60 on
Bean.
short
Let's
range,
go,
but use
Bean.
50 for long range.
Do you want people who are more experienced flying, or do you want the people less experienced flying?
So I want less experienced people flying, but if there's someone with experience, grab like a co-pilot seat or grab a pilot seat.
I think we have an
So that way
uneven
you
number of
can grab
people.
the joystick back if you guys are about to crash.
So how are you guys at flying?
I have flown before. I am pretty reliable. My only difficulty is sometimes landing, and that's if I try to land fancy.
I remember flow.
So somebody hop in the back and somebody hop in the front.
What you want, right?
Short range 60.
Tail, do you set your long range to 50?
I'm setting a long range right now. There you go.
I think Dale's got us set.
Viper radio check 60.
Good copy on the radio check.
Copy.
Alright. Controls are unlocked.
Okay.
So this is gonna be who do I have as co-pilot?
Right. I have
Alright,
Ryan, zero experience.
0 experience. Great. Alright.
Yeah, hey, sit here, that's sit in the back.
Got it.
Okay. All right.
50 for long range, correct?
Good copy. For those on long range, go ahead and press shift to spin up your helicopters. So if you want, stay in first person, go ahead and keep your mouse. If you want, stay in first person and keep your mouse locked for now.
Question, do I have to keep my mouse locked if I'm used to flying it without?
I mean, you can, but that, we're just gonna be doing some fine adjustments here as we get ready to take off.
Copy.
Alright, once we're all spun up, we're gonna just descend to 40 meters, and then we're just gonna hold formation there and try to stay in place. If you remember, use X for auto hover, just be advised it will kind of try to buck you if you're going too fast. Just be sure to give each other a little bit of space. Alright guys, go ahead and nose forward, and go ahead and just follow the lead big. So what you want to do is if you nose down and then hold shift, you can give yourself some extra power and gain speed a whole lot quicker. Alright, let's see, 1, 2, 3. You guys want to just gain a little bit of altitude and watch those power lines, that'd be great. Rear vehicle, go ahead and nose down a little bit and hold shift to gain some speed.
Yeah, Roger, he's brand new, so we're just really getting the feel for things. Never flown before.
All good. Just try to keep following us. We're going to keep going around and just kind of flying around here.
Go ahead and decrease your altitude down 40 meters, guys. Another big thing to flying is just make sure you guys are also trying to, if you can, fly low to the ground to minimize your profile to AA guns or AA missiles. Combo is going to be making a sharp turn to the left and follow the coastline from here.
Well, copy.
Go ahead and come around the peninsula and kind of go towards the Salt Flats, guys, to the north-northwest. And once you guys get to the Salt Flats here, just kind of keep, kind of try to slow yourself down in advance. We're going to try to land just on a flat surface out here.
Burdock, can you hear me?
Yep, we hear you.
Copy. Good to go.
Copy, we're just going to try to land here at the Salt Flats. If you want to slow your speed and to start getting lower, that'll be fantastic.
Landed.
So one thing also be aware, guys, when you're trying to land, you do have wheel brakes on. Try to like maybe be going at most 5 kilometers an hour.
I mistook which one's the Salt Flats were. I'm on my way.
You're good. It's just this big old giant Salt Flats. Big thing is keep your guys kind of stable and just kind of tap her down. It's like on being on a putting green. Just gotta tap her in at times.
I'm on the deck. Directly behind you.
Cool. Go ahead and cut the power to your engines for now. So that's really close.
That was kind of showing him how it was done, so.
for a moment right there when I saw those two come down. Like literally, your blade should be touching.
David, if you want to go ahead and just kind of land the helicopter right there and walk over, I'm just gonna give a quick briefing so we're not all in helicopters.
These Blackhawks, you've got a lot of power to them. You'd be surprised. If you're like, unless you're going like straight down, if you just kind of nose down a bit and hold shift, it's gonna bring the nose back up for you. So if you just kind of just lean her down just a bit, start applying power, you're gonna nose forward. And if you just kind of tap that W button just a little bit in flight, you'll keep a really good rate of speed going. You won't really lose altitude either, or gain altitude if you're just managing it.
I traded between being second and third. I don't know if Viper was the one who was.
I was
trading
far
out.
behind.
Yeah, I accidentally shot in front of you at one point,
Oh, you're good.
and then I had to
just gotta
turn
be
and find you.
careful. No, we just gotta be careful. That's all. So I'm gonna show you guys. I'm gonna show you guys a little bit how you can do a quicker landing. I mean, what you guys did was great for starter landing. It was fantastic.
I didn't think mine was that
Good way
bad.
to start. When you start coming in, what you want to do is so obviously, let's see here. If you open your map, I'll mark like this little spot here, LZ Alpha. So we're gonna use LZ Alpha kind of as a reference point. So when I'm coming in, I want to see here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Roughly like 5 small grid squares up. So like 500 meters out, roughly at that line. You guys see where that line's at?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's kind of where you really want to have your brakes pumped. You want to be maybe going 100 kilometers an hour at most at that line. That's just going to be something that kind of takes some experience and practice with. But you shoot for around 100 because they'll let you stop pretty quickly. Or if you have to make a quicker turn, we do what's called J-turns. J-turns are, they're not bad. It's just they take a lot of practice. You can do them in a Chinook if you wanted to, but
Oh God.
yeah, I'm not
That sounds terrifying.
Do
it's
they look
pretty
cool?
scary. Oh, they look hella cool. I'm about to actually
Oh yeah,
demonstrate.
best method.
Oh yeah, no, they just
Dylan, are you
gotta be
back?
careful.
I'm loading in.
Okay.
I'll
So-
shoot you a Siemens.
Like I've been
Ready for
working on
TV.
my J turns, and
Yeah.
they can be a bit
So-
tricky.
So I'm gonna really quick. I'm gonna demonstrate how to do just a like a regular landing, just to kind of have a faster paced one. So when you're coming in, you can just touch and go, and then I'm gonna swing back around and do a J turn. So I'll be right back here.
So the way I understood it, rule of thumb, 500
You
meters
might not
out,
want to be
tap the
standing
brakes.
on that, Riot, just in case.
Yeah, you might get turned into powder.
See, I thought my landing was actually.
Yeah.
Hey, I don't believe.
I don't believe it until I see it.
You ever seen a man go through a cheese grater or a blender?
The only way I'm getting incinerated today is trying to land this thing.
I mean, there's other ways to be incinerated.
Please don't drift left.
Oh, there
boy.
it goes.
Uh-oh. Who did it?
Drifting! Viper's landing was too
There
good.
it goes.
The voter's dead.
A Blackhawk.
Don't worry.
I'll move it and fix it. Don't worry.
I knew it was too good to be true.
It's obviously your fault, Murdoch. You did it somehow.
No, Viper's the one who landed near me.
Wait,
didn't want to
would
walk, bro.
would a better J turn be doing a 180 and I like a fucking loop-de-loop?
Pretty much, yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Well, except the problem is because to do a J turn, at least the way that I've been shown, you pretty much invert yourself so that your blades are vertical instead of horizontal, and spin around that point, which bleeds speed really quickly. So if you do it
Okay,
too
but then
much,
if you do, like,
you
a
go top first into the ground.
So a good way to do a J-turn is basically when you're coming in, you pretty much, you angle yourself like 45 degrees to the left, like you bank the helicopter 45 degrees left, or 90 degrees left, and then you pull up. And while you're doing that, you're also pressing Q or E to turn, so that way you have that extra turn speed. And while you're doing that, you're also pressing the Z to bleed speed. There's a lot of different buttons you're pressing at the same time.
It's kind of tricky. I blow up doing it every once in a while. He parks in the handicapped parking spot.
So I'm gonna demonstrate a really quick J-turn, then I'll be right back a regular landing, then I'll be back to do a J-turn.
It's apparently J-turn time, brother.
So I just gotta get some speed here.
I haven't even done landing.
Wait, right, you didn't do your own landing?
No, I was with tail and then I had to relog.
Oh, well no, I said right. I didn't, I thought that was right saying that for some reason.
I did a very not cool landing. I did a very not cool landing.
Well, I mean, the straight in, just slowly slowly like leaning to bleed speed is a very legitimate form of landing.
Yo, it's all good, right?
Meeting,
Here he
so-
comes.
I actually don't hey.
Shush. Stop comms.
Yes, and it's
Everyone
recorded.
saw that, right?
Yes, and it's recorded.
Okay. So you guys were watching. You saw I was coming in. You guys also saw a little move I made towards the end, right? Yep. I was just about to ask. Yes, it's called flaring. So if you're low enough and you flare, what's nice is you're not going to gain a ton of altitude, and you'll cut speed enough that your thrust will also keep you from gaining altitude. So you can just flare, come back, and then land. It takes a little bit of practice, but it only also works at certain speeds. I was going 140, 130 maybe when I did it, but I was also low enough that I could get away with it. Depending on the zone you're landing in, it can work, but it also depends on what you're doing. So I'm going to do a J-turn here next, and I'll show you how quick that'll get you on the ground.
I have a video that was sent to me by another really good heli pilot. If anyone wants it after, they can let me know. It shows an amazingly smooth J-turn and describes the stages of it.
So the front of the helicopter on a black hawk is most dangerous because of like definitely only approaching black hawk from the 9 o'clock.
Show up.
Going 160 kilometers an hour backwards, baby.
You almost hit the telephone pole.
Nah, I'm good.
Alright, he's coming in, boys.
smoothest J turn, you guess how tight that was, right?
So, not the smoothest, but you guys saw how tight that was roughly. There's most of that. Yeah. So that's another little thing. It takes a lot of practice. So right where, I'll start drawing on the map and kind of show how it was going. So let's call that part the stick of the J. There's the stick of the J there if you guys want to look at. So right around where, I'll just mark it in colors. And everyone loves colors. So that black part, that stick is gonna be your normal process, right? And so right around here is where you're gonna want to start to bank. Then you start banking, say 45, 50 degrees roughly, maybe 90 if you want to be really ballsy. That's one way to do it. So you do that, and then you start coming about, and so it's around here that you want to be applying your Q or E button or whichever way you're turning. So it's like midway into the first half of the U part of the J. You want to pull it there, and then you want to keep coming about on your turn. So you come out to that. You should be during that, while you're holding Q and you're holding Z, you should be losing power, or not losing power. You should be killing your speed and killing your thrust. So that way, when you come all the way about, you can come right side up, right around here. Come right side up, roughly. And then all you have to do from there is just maybe flare up a little bit. And then you just lower your collective, your throttle, and then you land. So it looks and sounds a little complicated until you start running it, and then it honestly becomes second nature. It just becomes a juggling act of buttons. Just takes practice. Really quick, who wants to start practicing their flares really quick? And helicopters, just do an approach, come in, flare, and then land.
I'm up for it.
Cool. Tail, go ahead, grab a helicopter. I'll mark out a spot for you.
Are we doing this one at a time, or are we going to be able to?
We'll do it one at a time, really quick.
Okay. Fight.
Oh, Murdoch, were you watching the landing I did earlier at all?
Yeah, no, it was good, man.
Okay, cool.
Forget about the keys.
Tail, your LZ is marked. Same thing, if you want to keep your GPS open, just keep an eye out for that line, for that indicator where you can start really cutting down. That'll work.
Grenade, my bad.
I got it.
Clarification, am I doing a J-turn or am I just flaring it?
You're just flaring it.
Copy. Taking off.
Apologies for that one.
Who did that?
Trail.
The world just want to know what you did.
Dixie?
He is silent.
Silence.
User joined your channel.
Hey,
Pixie
what's up,
and
D?
Bizarre.
It's the big man.
Got both you guys in here.
Okay.
We're just doing some helicopter training with the guys.
Okay, gotcha.
What's up?
I was actually looking for the Rust guys.
Oh, yeah, they're just now.
Cool. All right, guys, enjoy.
Have a good one, D.
User left your channel.
Oh, you flared up, alright.
Flared up, but you're a little too high, my man.
Yeah, I have a tendency to get pretty high these days. I'll go around.
Hell yeah.
No, it's fine. Go ahead and just, it's fine. Go ahead and just pull it over here for now, and we'll let the next person go.
I mean, it does.
Execution was great. Just the altitude was a little too high.
It does take practice to stay at like 15 miles per hour and slow flare yourself.
Right.
I mean, sorry, 15 meters, not miles.
Ooh, just slow it down. Slow it down. There you go.
User left your channel.
Now just don't land it too close to the other helicopter, like right. Like Viper did, my bad.
Press X will put you in an auto hover.
Yeah, that looked a bit fast for a second, but he got it. Good enough of suspension. That's the answer, I guess.
Okay. Alright. Should I do that? Helicopters. Who said they were hard?
We'll be doing a marine campaign next. Will we be using the Venoms? Or the Hueys?
Venoms and Blackhawk. Well, Venoms and Blackhawks probably. Because I know both still get used.
Don't worry, I fixed it.
Thank you.
Oh, what was there? Wheel damage?
Nah, there's just some engine damage. Okay, right. Grab a Blackhawk. Let's see you do it, buddy.
Yes.
Same thing. LZ flare is marked.
Should I go with I'll get in the... Oh,
Sure, go for it. If you and then do yours.
So we meant to start from north or northwest?
You sure about that? Alright, let's see how this goes.
How'd it
What's
look,
the button
Demon?
to bring up the GPS
Hi.
when you're in the?
How'd it look?
Control.
I mean, it looked pretty good. You came, to me it looked like you came down a little bit too fast, but that's just practice.
Yeah, I knew I came down a little too fast because I was trying to just get us on the ground at that point.
Yeah.
I was already bleeding my forward momentum, so I wanted to like make sure I came down and just stop.
Yeah. And I mean, the other thing was also just practice. You gain altitude when you flare. That you just get more used to like a slow flare. You have to balance using upwards and downwards collective while doing it, so that you don't go down too fast. But you get used to it. You can usually, and after a while, you get to the point you can like hold your altitude while also flaring all your speed, or even going down while doing it. Helicopters are just a lot of practice from my personal experience, and I am by no means an expert.
Oh no, dude! I was shit at flying too when I started. I've been doing this for years, and I only learned how to J-turn maybe 2 years ago, ish.
He says as it's the first thing we practice.
It's a valuable skill in my opinion. Honestly, I don't know how I went this long without knowing it.
See, I had Tigris show me a video, and it has me trying to do Daredevil J-turns, like 5-6 meters off the ground, 90 degrees, trying to lose like 100 kilometers per hour in 2 feet. I think I need to back up a step and do the slower ones.
Here he comes.
Alright, let's see this bands. Ooh, seems a little high up. Well, no, he might have it. Let's see.
Yeah, but he's gonna start going backward.
To do the flare.
Yes, he had a level up.
Yeah. I would say if you're gonna flare maybe at 50 meters. Like, you should be flying low generally, unless there's a very specific reason you need to fly high.
Right now, I'm just staying high because I don't like to hit the problem. Like,
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense.
way down.
I would say like 50 meters is usually pretty good for a Blackhawk. They have so much thrust power to them that you can honestly probably fix yourself. Unless you're in like a steep dive or some shit.
Still too high.
Yeah, well, I think he's got auto hover on now.
Yeah, I haven't been running with auto hover other than like very close to takeoff and landing, if at all.
Yeah.
It fucks me up.
If I have it on, I'll just use it for like that very quick takeoff, just like to steady it. If it's on like a if I'm on like a hill, or if I'm like just about to land, I'm just like, I just need a little bit of stabilization. I'll just turn it on like the last meter or so on the ground, then boom, done. I don't like using it, but there's times where I'm like, I'm just lazy and I want that last touchdown.
I'm getting fucking sinker again.
He's got the Rona.
Fucking hell.
Wait,
Fucking my
what?
connection's just going to shit.
Oop.
That looked rough.
Murdoch, we need a repair, bro.
Yeah,
What
you
was
guys
he
are- holy shit,
intentionally
you guys
trying to
gotta
J-turn?
ease it. Small adjustments. Don't jerk it.
Ouch.
What were they? Were they intent on doing a J-turn, or is that just him turning?
I don't know. They flared hard enough that they like bottomed out on the ground though.
Yeah.
That was.
I mean, if you can do that in a controlled fashion, that's a really nice fast landing. You just gotta control it.
Yeah,
Well,
that
there's
was
always
really
the
rough.
ultimate fast landing.
Yeah, but that ends up with lots of deaths. Usually.
It's on the floor though, and we're both alive.
Surprisingly.
That means it counts. That's a good. That's a landing.
I can hear the alarms.
I was about to say that too.
Go ahead and go ahead and just dismount and come back over, guys. Or I take that back. Go ahead and fly back over slowly.
It's only 500 meters to fly.
That's a bit of a drive. That's a bit of a walk.
Yeah, that would be a bit of a run.
Can we have a heal too, Murdoch?
I have to heal you guys when you're out of the vehicle.
Okay, copy.
Unless...
Yeah. How's that ground texture tell?
What's that?
Yeah, I saw you looking at the ground. How is the ground texture looking?
Pretty grainy.
Stick.
Like it needs some tessellation.
Yeah.
Honestly, I kind of wish that these binoculars had a thermal mode. That'd be fun.
They actually used to
our
believe it or not.
helicopter.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they
Dang.
they took it out.
What? Just too many modes in one binocular?
No, it was broken. It like as in it made it easy mode for people.
I mean, makes sense.
Okay, go ahead and flare back, and throttle down.
Oh no.
Are we about to lose 2 helicopters?
We got like 4. Good. Slow. Okay.
He might just want to turn on auto.
If you need to, just press X to turn on auto hover for now.
It helps with landings when you're still learning it out, figuring it out.
Hey man, I'm only yellow banged up. I'm not.
So, right, I'm curious. Was that an intentional J-turn?
Yes. Okay, hold on. You can't say that what I was gonna do would have worked if I had more experience doing that. That was a really.
Oh yeah, no, that was a smooth looking one. You lost a bit too much speed.
I wouldn't call it a successful J-turn if you know.
It's successful in spirit.
Was the helicopter gonna be able to fly again though? No.
I decided to land it for us, so you don't have to wait on us.
We're gonna fly back to base altogether.
Do we have to stay information for that, or are we just flying back?
I'll fly back.
Okay. Because I think the hardest part of flying, like in a group, was trying to match your speeds without any indication of what they were. Just, oh, I'm getting close. Oh, I'm getting far.
It's one of those things where you don't have to match speed, but you can definitely, if you just kind of, like, it's just keep an eye on what they're doing. If,
Yeah.
Like, if they're like, you can usually tell, like, if they're nosing down and then all of a sudden their nose comes back up because they're throttling it.
Yeah.
Oh, he did a flare.
That's a hell of a.
Oh wait, no, that was.
That's server lag?
It's just lag.
There you go. It's gonna be an air death race on the way back. Right?
Dalen,
We're
you're
gonna
doing
be trying to see
hella
who can do
flares
some.
with that desync, dog. Dalen, you're doing hella flares with all that desync. It's amazing.
As
co-pilot, this is fucking terrifying.
Oh god.
Well, you know what it's like for some of us at times when someone who's de-syncing is driving.
It came in at like 200 kilometers.
Yeah, he did. Also, if you're trying to use your Q and E to turn, the easiest time to do that is when you're pretty much motionless.
I was scared to put my nose too far up when I flew, so.
So Thalen, when you're coming in, when you flare, make sure you're holding the throttle down. That way you're losing altitude and losing power.
Because then it'll start to go backwards, like you noticed that. So, and backwards is almost worse than forwards because most people aren't used to flying backwards. So you can be out of control worse by flying backwards. So
Yeah, I
was instinctively
going
pressing
backwards
shift.
earlier. Yeah, I was going backwards earlier, and it was like, oh hey, look! Suddenly I just turned. This is great.
Is he landing?
Hey, there he goes. Remarkable. Your landing skills are amazing.
Plop.
Now go ahead and fly back over to us. Pop smoke, pop smoke. Oh wait, I only have flares and flashbangs.
I only have grenades.
Do you actually want smoke? I have smokes.
Do you have like colored smoke?
Somebody smoked.
What's an M12?
M12. Oh, that's a flare.
Oh.
Like if I were to pop this right now, a red flare, watch.
Yeah.
It's just gonna be smoke that pops up, if anything.
It's a shitty flare.
It's
better for nighttime. It's just the lighting system.
It's infrared, I think, right?
No, it's a regular flare.
Oh, okay.
It just has to be darker.
I got you.
He has a door open on this thing.
I know.
That's his door too.
Okay, go ahead and pull back and throttle down. Yeah, there it is. That's a proper flare. Nice. All right.
Beautiful. Oh boy. Everyone's watching me now. The pressure's on.
Murdoch, could you not hear Thalen through all that?
No, I couldn't. I don't know if it worked or not.
No, it should be working.
I wasn't hearing anybody. Good, man. Just needs to be a little bit lower next time, that's all.
Yeah, I came in too hot.
That's good. If you want to go for it one more time, go for it. If not, land.
Yeah, I kind of want to try that again.
Alright, go for it, man.
Gonna go a bit further out.
I'm gonna pop a few colored smokes on us, see how close he can get landing on us without, you know, hitting us.
Copy.
Just start throwing colored smokes everywhere. Just watch the wind effects.
So how was that? Better?
That's a lot better, bud. Alright guys, good job. Trail mount up with me in the helicopter. Everyone else mount up with your team ever you're flying with.
Which one's ours?
Right, we in the forest flak helicopter over here.
Alright. Trail, grab the helicopter, just find the one demon land. It's got the blue smoke on it. I'm gonna pop a green smoke on it.
Can we get repair, Murdoch?
I should have fixed it. Is it not fixed?
I see windows broken and shit.
Stand by.
Is this helicopter unclaimed?
Viper, I'm about to hit the OK button on it here in a sec.
User in your channel timed out.
Uh-oh.
Alright, everyone else's helicopter good?
Copy.
Good. Alright, cool. Guys, go ahead and start flying back to base.
Anywhere at base you want us to land?
Just try to land near the terminal. Just, you know, don't land on all the helicopters.
Copy. Don't ram each other. This isn't bumper helis.
Yeah, for the love of God, please, like, just try to maintain spacing, but, you know, stay close enough to each other you can see each other.
User joined your channel.
Murdoch, Noon and I are RTB.
Cool, we'll see you guys.
Damon's RTV. Can't believe I hit those lines. What? I was just, man, I was like 1 meter. I was less than a meter off of the height I needed to be at to pass underneath the lines. I'm just, I know, I realized that they were in front of me too late and just couldn't dip enough.
Less than a meter over them.
I'm still annoyed I hit them. Like I have flown a god.
To be a winner if you live.
Well, yeah. Okay. I was about to be like, is that a grenade? But I mean, like, I have passed underneath, like, you know, the single tier power lines. I have passed underneath those in an attack helicopter.
We flew under the power lines and had no issue.
You have a red smoke stuck to your face.
I'm aware of that.
And I got to watch.
I can't believe I hit them. I was less than a meter off, I think, of where, the height I needed to be at. I'm just.
How do I
Damn
do
it.
what? Big nation?
Grenade in front of you.
That's a trade secret, buddy.
Come on, man.
You mean?
I made these fours of fragmentation grenades, right?
Oh
Just
shit.
like this.
Uh-oh, stinky!
Smoke weed every day.
But yeah, no, I can't believe I hit that. I'm honestly kind of annoyed about it. Who are we missing?
I'm gonna go do something really dumb with this flash grenade. I'll be right back.
Oh god, I'm not.
Who are we missing? We're missing someone, aren't we?
Get tank with me. You want a toke?
I'm good.
Okay.
I don't succumb to peer pressure.
Uh-oh, stinky!
Run, Tail, run! Is this everyone or are we missing someone? I feel like we're missing a heli. Might be mine.
Did in fact take no damage from that, which is great.
That's good. I still.
Can't hear anything in game, and I can barely hear you guys though.
Oh boy. Now we need to plot his demise. He can't hear us. It's the perfect time.
Are you looking for a Murdoch's Revenge mission?
Oh god.
Murdoch's Revenge comes on the Seattle map. That's like a month out at least.
Oh god.
It's happening. You're taking Valve HQ. What else comes in? I'm not telling.
Oh, we were missing a helicopter. I was right. I think they got a bit lost.
It's actually a scale map of Seattle.
It's
I think they got a bit lost.
to your map.
It's like that.
Nice.
It was me.
Yeah, I saw the power lines and went, okay, I'm right in the middle. I'm gonna go below them because that's gonna be easier than getting up. And I was a little bit off.
I gotta tell you, I think I'm gonna need this one.
No. Oh no. I'm a moderately good heli pilot, I swear. I don't usually crash and burn.
Hey guys, I can like private dive. It's fine, right? Only an M67 shrapnel. Okay, and I threw it to the left, so confidence.
I landed it this time. I got a flare.
Can people stop throwing grenades?
Oh yeah, oh yes, make sure you guys have. We'll just talk about the one more run before we wrap up.
Yeah, so let's talk about that helicopter.
Don't worry about that.
Is the Heli still on? Oh, there you
Don't
go.
worry about that.
Yeah, I was about to say.
I'm still kind of annoyed at myself for hitting those damn power lines.
I was like trying to get up. And
Mhm.
okay.
I'm just gonna shift this to
Oh.
nighttime really fast.
Oh boy.
So yeah, these flares are actually pretty fun.
Oh, there's my flare.
Yeah,
It's
see?
Christmas time, everyone.
Well, see here, if you look over there, look how much that lights it up.
Yeah.
So the other thing I usually put on for us is like the highlights, because they're like actually really good for chem lights. Follow me into the terminal, my dudes. I'm out of flashbangs, unfortunately, so.
Oh, it fucks up the lighting too a little bit.
Yeah, but still, I mean, that's an actual like it's a high-powered chem.
Who the fuck?
That wasn't a flare or a flat or chem light.
I threw grenades, but I threw smokes, which you can tell by the two smokes behind us. So not me.
There's one smoke.
No, there's two. There's one to the left over here, and there's one on the door right here.
Oh, there it is. Now I see
Jesus.
it.
Yeah, I only threw smokes.
Okay.
People trying to kill me?
Smoke weed every day.
No.
But yeah, so just an important thing, like you can see these from pretty high up.
I need heal.
For both high chem lights and for flares. So I mean, if it's nighttime or dusk, and like you really need to mark an LZ, and they for the life of you cannot find you, and it's like it's the end of the mission anyway, or you're in a spot where it's fine for extraction, pop a flare. They make it super easy to find friendlies.
The way it's coloring the smoke's pretty nice.
Yeah. I'll be right back with some other colors. Just give me 1 sec.
I'm still stuck on the fact that I actually hit those goddamn power lines. I can't believe. Just so annoyed. That's like it's such a tiny thing, but I'm so annoyed at myself on it. I should not have hit those. I should be better than hitting power lines at this point. I definitely have not flown nearly as much as Murdoch or some other people here, but I have flown a fair amount.
Viper is the only reason I didn't fly into power lines today.
Viper, you're meant to let him fly into power lines so he can learn from his last mistakes.
Too fast.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna end the recording for the training because it seems the training itself is kind of done.
With that little detour we took. So
Probably better that
Yeah,
you
I gotta
We've
just
already
get
moved
into
enough
offline
for
mode
your,
and start fucking
video.
that's
whipping
it.
my
You just gotta
helicopters.
fly some more. I mean, you could have it. You know, you could be flying good by next week if you just practice a
You're
little
good.
bit.
You're good at reporting. This is just I'm just showing you things here.